Star of the 90 Day Fiancé Big Ed Brown was born with a disorder that is extremely uncommon and is referred to as Klippel-Feil syndrome. Beginning his experience in reality television with the show 90 Day Fiancé, the man from San Diego, prior to the production of the fourth season of 90 Days, during which he was involved in a long-distance romance with Rose Vega. Big Ed had been without a partner for 30 years, ever since his first wife divorced him due to the fact that he had cheated on her. With his jovial nature, Big Ed won over many people's hearts. Fans couldn't help but root for him because of his charming personality and honest nature, which made him a sympathetic cast member. On the other hand, it didn't take him very long to abandon his status as a fan favorite. When he finally met Rose in person, his less than admirable side became more apparent. In addition to making fun of her physical appearance, he had lied to her about his height and denied having a vasectomy. Following the breakup of his relationship with Big Ed, Rose went on to find love with a different single mother who was half his age. In addition, he treated Liz Woods with disrespect, but due to her low self-esteem, she was unable to feel that she deserved better treatment. It was Big Ed who, after breaking up with Liz 14 times, decided to put off their wedding because he was experiencing boredom with her. Klippel-Feil syndrome is a congenital disorder that is characterized by the aberrant fusion of two or more cervical vertebrae, as stated by the National Center for Biotechnology Information, NCBI. Because of this, the individual will have the shorter neck, and it is also possible that they will experience chronic headaches, reduced neck movement, and pain in the muscles of their neck. Individuals who have this condition are more likely to develop spinal stenosis, neurological impairments, cervical spinal abnormalities, and instability. In the year 1912, Morris Klippel and Andrew Feil were the persons who initially described the ailment. It was also mentioned that he stood at a height of 4 feet 11 inches. Big Ed mentioned that he is highly aware of his height that he is very conscious of. Nevertheless, he was able to triumph over it due to the fact that he is Big Ed. Additionally, he disclosed that he was suffering from a unique skin ailment. Special sheets and pillows with a high thread count, which was greater than 1,000, were required for him. Additionally, he was not permitted to use any kind of cosmetics or detergents that included a high concentration of chemicals. In preparation for his trip to the Philippines to meet Rose, Big Ed was concerned that he would develop a rash. Despite the fact that he had been sending Rose items such as linens and pillows, they had not yet arrived at her location. It turned out that Big Ed had been dishonest with Rose regarding his height. He had informed her that he was 5 feet and 2 inches tall because she had stated that was her height. He prayed that Rose would like him and accept him for who he was. He was seeking Rose's approval. At the time when the first episode of the fourth season of B90 had been broadcast, Big Ed's height and physical appearance were already being discussed on the internet. The comments that people were making about Big Ed's body were discussed in E.T.'s interview with him. It was explained to him that he has a restricted range of motion. Since he was a child, people have made fun of him because he had a chest cavity that is significantly larger than average. The first episode of the show aired, and Big Ed began reading the comments that were posted on the internet. He was literally in panic. Despite the fact that he was asked not to read them, that's all it was. When he questioned his ex-wife why she loved him despite the fact that he had a shorter neck and wasn't very tall, she responded by saying, "What are you talking about?" He recalled how she had responded to him. Today, in May of 2024, Big Ed gave an in-depth interview in which he discussed his situation. Given the rarity of Big Ed's illness, it is not known what causes it to even exist. Big Ed was not diagnosed with Klippel-Feil syndrome until he was a teenager. This is due to the fact that the condition is extremely uncommon. Big Ed's parents were informed by a physician when he was still a newborn that their son was likely to face a great deal of difficulty as he grew older. According to Big Ed, the doctors were only informing his parents about all of these potential problems because they didn't know what it was. Big Ed said that this was the reason for the doctor's actions.